All right, so to do this assignment, the directions are right in front of you here. This is a photo editing with some free online resources, and we're going to goof on Andy Warhol. So he was a 20th century artist. He's known for like turning the Campbell soup can into art, no small feat. But what we're going to focus in on is how he used to alter photographs and just kind of do things over and over again. So what you do is you take a famous picture. Here I'm using Marilyn Monroe. And I found that on the internet. That's okay if it's copyrighted for this assignment as long as you cite your source. You right click on the image that you find on the web, on the website that you're using. And you can say, hey, open in new tab, open image in new tab. And that'll should bring you here, and then you can identify the URL of your image. So you're going to need to copy that URL, and then you're going to copy the image and bring that in as well into your slideshow. So here you see me go to a slideshow I've already created, and I bring that picture of Marilyn in, that giant picture, okay? And I kind of make it smaller there. There's the URL. I need that in a text box. Where did you get that image? I need to be able to go right to it. And what you're seeing in the bottom right there, I need a cropped image of Marilyn. I just want her face or head. And so what you can do is hit the crop tool there. And that'll give you 4 handles. And if you go to the middle of each side to that handle, you can scrunch things up and then hit enter, and that'll be your crop. Okay. Now, unfortunately, when you do this, that copy paste, when I bring this image in over here to the right, I was going to say, it actually keeps the whole image, and so there's a little problem there. You could do a screenshot of just her head, and that way when you paste it into this other service, you won't get the whole thing that you're about to see. So anyway, what you're going to do on the second slide is bring in a picture of Marilyn here. And then I did a bunch of copy paste, and I kind of changed my mind on that. But you do need like 3 or 4 just to get started. So you're seeing me kind of struggle with this. I think eventually I delete them all and just do a couple. So sorry about this part. Yeah, here I am getting frustrated. Hey, I only need a few, but you do need some. So anyway, sorry about that. So just in slideshow itself, there are some formatting options you can do under recolor. They're limited. See, there's not too many you can do. But you see here I'm discovering, well, I need a copy of this. So I come over here and just copy that and move it over here. And then I adjust that one. You want the original in the top left. Okay? And so now I go to the second one, and you can see I can just hit a color. You can see it's pretty straightforward stuff here. And you're pretty limited to what you can do. So what's better is to, and you can see there's some versions of that, those color ones. Now, what you can do is go to this other site called Pixar. Let me go to a new, or get back to where you would be when you first get there. So you're confronted when you first go there with advanced or playful. Just do advanced. And you can create a new document or open an image or load a URL. I tend to just hit create new, and I just copy paste my image in that way. You want something around 500 by 500. I think I'm using icon here. And then you just give it a name. M1 for Marilyn 1 or something. And hit OK. And I can paste in Marilyn. Now, it came in, that whole giant image came in. Now, I can crop it again here. If I had to do this over again, I would probably tell you just to do a screenshot of your cropped image in slideshow and then just paste it in here. But you're seeing me crop it with their tool. And that's like the same way that you did in slideshow. And so I believe I can say trim. I'm trying to find that. There it is under image, and just say trim, and that trims it. Okay, so I have just that, even though the whole image is really there. You can zoom in and out very easily. And so now there's a lot more options available to you here. as soon as I get settled here. So you want the image selected. So you do have to use the selection tool in the top left and click on it to make sure it's selected so that you can put adjustments and filters on it. So while it's let me try to select it here. Go under adjustment and filter. Again, it needs to be, there you go. I have to select it, Mr. Durkin. And there's lots of things here. And I would just tell you to experiment with these. And once you get one that you liked, either do a screenshot. You could actually just move that posterize out of the way and now just do Command Control Shift 4 and take a screenshot of this. And that's one way to bring it in. You could also go to File, Save, and you can also download it to your computer. Then you could upload it to your slideshow. But I'm doing Command Control Shift 4, and that turns your cursor into a selectable thing here. And I highlight what I want, and that copies it, and I go straight to my second slide, and I can paste this in. I'll need to resize it, and there's some guides that show you as you're resizing it. When you bring it up here, you'll see when you're at the right size. You'll get those little blue bars to show up, those guys right there. That means, hey, you're the right size as everybody else, and then let up, and you have it. And so you can see on my subsequent pages, I have lots of different options here. So you can undo this. Command-Z will undo anything, and then you can apply a different filter or adjustment. Again, this must be selected. Add, I can close that. So experiment with these. There's a lot of fun stuff in here. I'm going here and do some color stuff. I struggle with this one a little bit. You can mess with it, see what you think on that. Me add some adjustments here and having some fun with it and learning as I go. And anytime that you have something that you like, you can take a screenshot of it and paste it in. Here I'm using different filters. And again, just adjust the sliders and see what kind of effects that you get. And then do a screenshot and bring it on over and let me see it. So we're looking for at least a dozen or so alterations of a single photograph. And you can certainly do more than one photograph. Just make sure you cite your source of where you got it. Again, you're going to see me resize it. And here's an example of others I've done before, and then there's another slide as well. There's really a lot of fun things you can do. And I do want you to have fun with this. Be creative. See what I'm doing here. Cancel that. Oh, I think I'm going to talk about drawing on something next. What you can do is take a paintbrush and set the opacity to about 50%. And this is how you can get the Warhol effect of putting really bright colors on a black and white drawing, or image, excuse me. So I'm messing with the settings of my paintbrush right now. And I want yellow for her hair. And I should now be able to come in, and since the opacity is only 50%, I can still see the shadowing of her hair, so I know it's still hair, it's just not solid yellow. And you can now kind of put a tinge on this. And if you do some research on Andy Warhol, he did this a lot. And next, I'll zoom in and do her lips red. To zoom in, I'm on a Macintosh laptop. I'm just scrolling on the trackpad. I believe if you go in and out with your mouse, it'll do the same effect. So it's kind of easy to scroll in and out. Here I'm choosing red for the brush now and changing probably its size a bit. A little too big. You can either type in the number or just use the slider. And now I can make her lips red. Now maybe off a bit, but once I zoom out a bit, it won't be that bad, right? So I can do a screenshot of that. And I can paste that one in. Sorry. And so on. Once you find one that you really like, try to make a poster of it. So, like here, I found a quote by Marilyn Monroe, put her years on the planet, and made a poster. And you'll see me look at this other one I did. I like that one the best. And so, just try to have some fun with the drawings. And here I made her face pink, and Warhol's done that too. And try some different backgrounds and stuff. See what you can do. The back of Marilyn was removed by remove.bg. Remove.bg. It's in the directions. And so, yeah, do some research on Andy. You can kind of see what he's done. I love that Marilyn one in the top left. The cows there. It's crazy stuff. And so have some fun with this. I hope you're nice and creative. And I can't wait to see what you submit. Thank you so much.